Hi, I'm Amanda with the Workforce Centers of South Central Kansas, here to talk with you today about job fairs. You've probably heard about or attended a job fair before, but if not, over the next few minutes, we'll help you understand the importance of job fairs and how to prepare for one. What is a job fair? The term job fair is commonly used for employment recruiting events, but they may also be called hiring events or recruiting events. A job fair, simply put, is where people looking for a job connect with companies that have jobs available. They're an opportunity for you to share with those companies your skills, interests, resume, and your desire to work. It's also where companies can share information about their organization and recruit potential employees. In other words, it's where employers and future employees connect to meet with one another. Another way of thinking about a job fair is that they are networking events. Networking events are activities where you meet new people or companies, get to know them in their organization, and share with them something about yourself. They're how you expand your business and personal world, usually for a specific purpose. Job fairs are an example of networking events. So why do employers hold job fairs? Well, they do so in order to spread the word about their company, maximize their recruiting efforts for open positions, or to hire new employees right away. I do want to set the expectation, though, that while you should come to a job fair prepared to potentially interview and get hired on the spot, that most job fairs, you're not actually interviewed and hired on the spot that same day. So just want to set that expectation up that while that's not the norm, you should be prepared for that, though. You may be asking yourself, then why do I need to attend a job fair? If you're looking for employment and want to find a new employer or want to start a new career, they're a good way to let a prospective employer know about you, your skills, and your experience. Just as important, they let you connect with a bunch of employers in one setting. And the really important reason is job fairs give you an opportunity to let a future employer see you, the person, rather than just your resume or your name on the job application. You get to make an impression on that prospective employer, formally introduce yourself, and sometimes you might have an opportunity to interview for the job. There are three different types of job fairs: a general job fair that houses various employers at the event, industry based. Typically, you're going to see, maybe healthcare, aviation, seasonal work, construction, or other industry specific job fairs. And then lastly, employer based. And that's where one single employer is holding a hiring event for mass hiring. In order to find about our job fairs, you can visit workforce-ks.com, go to the job seekers section on our home page, follow the job fairs link in the middle of the page, and then follow the link for the actual event and check out the date and location to determine if it is in person or online. And we're going to talk more about online job fairs here in a moment. You may also find out about job fairs in a few other places, such as radio, TV, websites, local newspaper, and company job fairs. They may also advertise for their company if they're housing an employer-based job fair as well. So keep your eyes and ears open, because job fairs are frequently done here at the Workforce Center, at least every month, sometimes more than that. But there are also other companies and community organizations that also have job fairs going on periodically. And so besides looking at our webpage, workforce-ks.com, for our regular job fairs that we offer, be sure to pay attention through these other media for events that may be going on in the area. I encourage you to check out Facebook pages. Our Facebook page will have information there for our events, as well as companies that you might be interested in. We'll probably advertise their events on our own Facebook pages as well. Prior to attending, check your schedule, Update your resume. You're going to want to target your resume to the employers or the industry that you're targeting when you go to these job fairs. Dress appropriately. Remember not to bring anyone with you unless they're also looking for work. You want to find out where the event's being held, have an idea of where you may need to park so you can plan appropriately. Identify those employers again so that you can target your resume, but you're going to want to also research these companies pretty in depth. Learn about the company culture, the mission, and the values. Be prepared to ask questions when you come to the event. So when you're doing your research, think about some questions that you can ask. So that way the employer or the recruiter will know that you are genuinely interested in their company by asking those appropriate questions. Get a professional looking portfolio or binder. This is where you'll keep a copy of your resume, take samples of your work, award letters, recommendation, take an official ID, just in case they are hiring on the spot. Try to be as minimal as possible. Don't take a purse or a backpack. First impressions are very important. As the old saying goes, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Professional etiquette is about using manners when engaging with employers. If appropriate, shake hands with employers. I know that the COVID-19 pandemic has kind of shifted things a little bit there, so use your judgment and comfort level on that, and make sure you're speaking clearly so that they can understand you. In the conversations, use the recruiter's name and make eye contact. Get the recruiter's business card so that you can follow up with them at a later date. And just a few other things here, make sure your social media is appropriate and professional as well, okay? Make sure that you're wearing professional dress, and we're going to go into more detail about professional dress here in a moment. And just another reminder, you don't want to talk about pay or benefits. Know what you're looking for. Avoid saying you'll just take anything or you don't care. That makes you look desperate. So have a goal in mind, know exactly who you are, what you're looking for, and avoid using your phone during the event as well. To clarify on what exactly is professional attire, I would say that you're going to want to wear what you would normally wear to an interview, to the job fair. You want to make sure that it is at least business casual in most cases. Sometimes you may want to wear a suit depending on the situation. You want to normally dress for the job when you go to the interview. And so depending on the type of career fair or event it is, there would be few exceptions that you would probably dress any less than business casual. For instance, like a construction job fair, it may be okay to wear jeans there, but it would normally not be okay to ever wear jeans to a job fair. The most important thing, though, with your clothes is you want to make sure that they're clean and wrinkle-free and fit properly. Lasting impressions are extremely important as well. So one way that you can do that is by creating an elevator pitch, which is about 30 to 60 second summary of yourself. This is where you talk about your accomplishments and skills, what your greatest strengths are, what you like to do or goals. Try to avoid using any jargon when you're explaining this, what makes you an ideal candidate, and why you would maybe want to work for the company. Then when you get ready to follow up, you want to make sure that you compile a contact information list. You prioritize the employers you want to reach out to, set a time frame for contacting them. Be sure to also send them a thank you email and prioritize the message with something maybe you talked about that day so that you stay fresh in their memory. As mentioned before, COVID-19, the pandemic has kind of shifted things. And during that time, we had an opportunity to then look at doing virtual job fairs. And so I don't think virtual job fairs are going anywhere. They are pretty convenient for both the employers and job seekers alike. So While we have kind of gone back and forth transitioning from virtual to in-person as things continually change with the COVID-19 pandemic, be aware that the virtual job fairs may still be an option. And so with that being said, I want to go over the differences and some of the things that are the same with the virtual job fair. Virtual job fairs do provide greater efficiency, they're less expensive, and they're safer, as mentioned, for the COVID-19 pandemic. And it allows you to meet with potential employers from the comfort of your own home. In-person job fairs are typically held in a convention hall or big room, and they each have a booth. And online, we try to kind of replicate that same type of model. And so they'll have their own chat room, etc. You'll want to attend these virtual job fairs in a quiet, comfortable place in your home. Make sure you dress appropriately for the video chats that may come about. How you dress does typically impact your performance, and you want to use every tool possible to create a positive experience for the recruiter to remember you. In order to register for the online platform, there'll be a link on our page that talks about the virtual job fair, and you will go ahead and click the register button. You'll set up your credentials, username, password, agree to the terms and conditions. Then it'll guide you through a profile wizard. You'll set up your personal information, your photo, you'll add your experience, you'll add your resume, and you'll answer some registration questions. From there, you'll be able to edit that profile if need be under the My Profile section, and then you'll just have to click Edit Profile on the top right-hand corner to then be able to make those changes. You'll also have an opportunity to tell the recruiter something about yourself in the bio, and you will have the opportunity to even do a video resume where there are questions and you will answer those for them in a video format. You'll just need to make sure that you do accept that you allow the computer to use your camera and microphone. In the lobby, when you enter it, you'll get to visit the booths. Depending on how the lobby is set up when you enter it, there may be categories, and then under each category, there'll be a number of booths, or you just may see a number of booths kind of scattered throughout, as you see in the more colorful picture here. When you're visiting a booth, you can go to the About Us section to learn more about the company. If you click on job vacancies, that's where you're going to see the open positions and to be able to apply for jobs. You can also check out their website and social media and send chat messages. To apply for a job, once you click on vacancies, you'll review those details, and then it'll bring up a link for you to click that you want to submit your resume. You can text and video chat with the recruiters. All the chats are one-on-one. Recruiters can reach out to you as well as you reach out to the recruiter. A recruiter may actually request that you do a face-to-face video chat. The text chat will follow you anywhere you go within the platform, so it'll always stay with you on the right-hand side. When you receive a video call, you can either accept or deny that video call. Again, you'll just want to remember that you want to accept that it can use your microphone and video. When you're done reviewing the company, you'll have the opportunity to rank the company, leave a status. Only you will be able to view these dispositions or notes that you leave for yourself. After the event, the notes will be in the My Journey tab on your dashboard, and you can review those to help you with following up. It will track in the event section all of the chat logs, company ranking, and you can review those notes. As with a traditional job fair, even in the online platform, you would want to send a thank you note. I encourage you to collect email addresses of the recruiters to send them those thank you notes. Remember, you want to develop talking points about yourself. Don't get too personal. Keep it more on the professional level. Make sure you keep your answers short. Long answers may sound like you're bragging and get boring. You need to say something positive so that the recruiter will remember you. I recommend that if you're intending on applying to jobs or attending a job fair, that you also attend our workshops, especially for resume and interviewing, because as mentioned before, you're going to really want to target these resumes specifically to the employer to help with landing that opportunity to interview. You can watch our YouTube videos on resume and interviewing and even elevator pitch. If you'd like help with creating that, we have a special YouTube video for the elevator pitch as well. So if you're unable to make it to our in-person workshops, our YouTube video option is a really great option if you're unable to make it to the in-person classes. We also have other YouTube videos to help improve your job search skills, and those are available as well. And so I encourage you to check out our YouTube channel to see if there's any helpful information you might be able to find on there. Our links to our Facebook and YouTube channel are here. Of course, as always, we thank you for watching and wish you the best of luck at your next job fair. Thank you.